There's Something About a Soldier is a Betty Boop cartoon from 1934. This is directed by Dave Fleischer and Maren Waldman, and Questel voices Betty Boop. I don't know how I feel about this one. I wouldn't say I dislike it, but I don't think I got a lot of entertainment out of it. But it is a pretty well-written story. The army is recruiting, and Betty Boop gives everybody a kiss if they join the army. And we have an array of different characters signing up. They kiss her, they go into the tent, and they're prepared to fight. And they're actually fighting against giant mosquitoes. I have to say it's very effective because I felt very sick, because I felt like it was kind of realistic and disturbing. And I don't think I've ever been around a mosquito. I know we have them in the UK, but I genuinely don't know if I've ever seen one. But certainly they're not something I'd like to come across. And then giant versions, kind of scary. And the fight is quite creative. It plays out quite well. It's not the most predictable narrative, which I think was pretty good. I just don't think I found it as exciting or as interesting as some other Betty Boop cartoons. And I think that's largely just because the narrative doesn't appeal to me as much. Anything about joining the army and fighting, it's just, unless it's from a historical perspective, i.e., during one of the wars, this one, 1934, wasn't during one of the world wars, then I don't find it as interesting, but I can't fault it really. The pacing was good. There's a nice variety of characters. There are some pretty clever ways that they're fighting against the mosquitoes, and the design of the mosquitoes looked pretty great as well. So in general, I'd say I guess I enjoyed it a little bit. It's never going to be an all-time favourite, but in general, very creative, well animated, and a decent narrative structure and good pacing. So not too bad at all. There's Something About a Soldier will never be an all-time favourite, but actually, all things considered, it's not too bad. And if it sounds like it might appeal to you, or if you're a Betty Boop fan and you haven't seen it yet, then I'd say it's worth checking out.